any year starting rollover no. And maybe 3 codes and eba first one will be the rollover code, then and 2 codes per and a for all the other games, no. And so Mr. Don't miss out on the rollover now. Yeah, you know. Ubetimi attra to all come socials now at the hall. First one no the rollover code no. Let me do this quickly. Now me for rollover code no in CM. So the rollover code no BW 28 D4 6925 BW 28 D4 6925 and the rollover code. You got 3 days rollover. Last time, say this is the first time I was here. Me say you can start with a minimum of 100 cedis. We a 3 or spec. Udia what the 300 cedis. 300 cedis in the second day you put the 300 cedis on. Udia what the 900 cedis. The third day you put the 900 cedis on. Udia what the 2,700 with just 100 cedis. The rest can not form because I only 3 odds and a yes. Now when you say bet to so Emma win boost. And it is likely say 2,700 no. Any win booster then okay kako 3,000. That will be your Christmas money. And see hey baby na we be obenya last time and go for joining in late and no omo be money. Say they start me na ye no nyina nko. Say about to and the games na only 2 codes. Nti we dey wait my fan easy. Not what me HB. First one no BW 28D 4C 49C and a BW 28D 501 EC into 2W28 D4C 49C BW28 D501 EC and for and also 2 and then 2 codes are for all the other games. So the rollover code no was no and a 2 codes no for any games no and also and a from no Oko Owusu Bempa Ayala ewo Xa unsa ebeka code no ya no follow me ewo Twitter no so and X no so Oko Bismarck Owusu Bempa hyphen Ayala ewo Facebook and also yemi ankasa me page Oko Ayala Sports and so ewo Facebook and also me page Oko sa page si amaka ni ni nyina ewo se o join me WhatsApp channel na and ase me Telegram no so Discourse no ewo ho kama nti yemfa na yemfa medi efi enkomo no ewo rich. Okay, Bismarck Owusu Bempa Ayala ina se na ajefo yemrefie na yemfa fisem no bende keka ne mabum na etimi edemo aba ayefie voices bia say yebo ema etiefo no nso etibi na yedi nkomo no proper ade ema kania na ebo na ninti no ema yem first stream no ayi kakra interrupte ye batisi ade ye stream second one enti mo ana mo share live ewo YouTube and Chat TV no betimi asa aba back or the first one de ohun biem anti sa fa phone biem na abo in Chat TV a share wo search engine ho na fe video no be pop up na fe wa click so na wetimi ababa hwedwumade no live the first one de untimi enhwe ayibiem ye try say e betimi na yem voices awdo ni na yetimi ade amamo awo adwumade so but before cry babedi at the Ghana Premier League na ho enkomo no me ba nya to ba ansana obe nyawo voices no minim say enkebedi minister na enkomo no ade but enu good news NSA no e de beto abonten say ya top pitch covers ni bi na already almost statement na almost say pitch covers. According to them, and yet only for Accra Sports Stadium, pitch covers are probably enough for the other stadia na ɛwɔ Ghana no nso so. Na ukoso na uredi release na omede ba na. Omo say omo marketers go abonten. Say ye pese a top page covers nti marketing team no nkopem mo bia e betimi aboa yen. Nti omo ne corporate Ghana any private companies any individuals twetwetwe nkoma na emwaba na say yetimi akwakoto page covers ni bi. Now I have a small problem bi. Aside celebrating the page covers, which is very good, very good. Yenwa ya for Ankara ne very ka come any omo ye adwuma NS ni nyina, including your sports ministry no any omo ye in charge of ade we nyina no ye bom abaso kese pa. They've really done well. Ade a page covers ne betimi ayama yen ene say now the sporting world no I work Ghana no eyam nhihyi omo say yet say ye any other events our various main stadium na work Ghana hana and ye nhihyi because now ye nkosu meka say oh ye event we wie no ye pitch na ye de bobo no asay because say yakoto ade a ye betimi dia akata pitch ne so ne dia host other events our stadium ho na ye wie ne ye covers na ye be hu say ye pitch na ngasa ye bobo wo so no sebi yetimi maintain abra problem kese bia ama ho e very good enti ota okodu a no way in America in the past the NSC has come under a lot of bashing how they are going to raise money how are almost are taking care of your DNA, your facilities here Ghana. They've done really well. Now, Rich, I have one issue. In the statement, and Sametime refer to the statement in Nhyira. Statement in Finfiho, where they've highlighted it in deep ink, you know. I must say, we are proud to acknowledge a visionary, wholly owned Ghanaian company that wholeheartedly embraced this initiative and single-handedly funded the procurement of the pitch covers. Their commitment represents a remarkable demonstration of partnership, national service and support for sports development in Ghana. The NSA expresses deep appreciation for this invaluable contribution. Now, sir, somewhere about here, National Sports Authority say in their release enra our mukache Ghana for you so see a pitch covers. Asimo mo can say one company be a Ghana media. And a two no chair na oji tu mu se obeboa amya kofa page covers ni bi e de aba na sa company no kwantere ko akaso bi e kwantere ko is single handedly and eboa ma ye to page covers no e de mayen na Rich company no boa ma ya to no arrangement ben. What is the details of the arrangement and your work with this company? What is the name of the company? Page cover na ye kotoye no ne boy saying na mi busa for arrangement mi busa say through the partnership with the NSC what top page covers na cha yana or the ache so me name partnership nti mato de no me de acha mo ana say one aban
partner
acheka no no ma miensa mato acha mo me ne mo acheka nim ana say mato I said when I be you see
you pay me
see you see me a tia ho ka na mo di sika na mami ko pim say ebia mo de ba tia de na me toy ne ka ana say ebi mpa Mapukia NSA no. But the NSA will pay for the services of the pitch covers as and when they use it.
Okay.
Which me GD say, in as much as yes celebrating pitch covers nabano. Transparency.
Yema and yema munaho.
Simple.
Abina na to na de.
Abina say enyo neto.
Okay.
Or say obia
na to wen.
And wabua meyato.
Okay.
And she ni sa kuno et saying.
Okay.
Ye church ya. Watache yen. And I say ye yusia ni ye titikano. What is the details of it? Right. The transparency and this ombe no kra wa asam no ho no. Eno pe enaka e was our page covers a conversation we mu. And yesre oraya opofan kra no pay ye friend wo yenua Love FM. Na enkomo eni di ye no. He wasn't forthcoming with the details. Or say in due time. Omo the details ne baba beto abonten. Which from where I sit, Rich etwetwuma so kakra. And then you tell me, wow, now say the details a woman there, but
ABA agreement.
ABA from where you sit and but from where they also sit. Our pay situation in
sure.
Now, what is in it, you know. I also munyamre and son of Mark Casa details na boom. Rich, whatever the case, and you can say a question they must be transparent with the Ghanaians. Page covers and one seven no. Na yen silly the details of it. Na yentimi enquire. So good news.
Sure.
And a big congratulations to your performance. And no more
finally, so page covers, you know, is it the Ghana so no?
And they almost say you better tell you no.
Oh, nice.
Send an medical show no our crash post to them. Ebedru ye na no. And ya some ya me no kase. Almost share our crash post stadium. Send a be medical bit me I no concert.
Okay.
Come.
Now to yan topic an kasa mpese ye dwen ho ena no pay. Enram say yetete ho kakra de man ne. Pese ewrampa na ye di nkomo no enso eye. In fact, Anrechi and Sports and Recreation Minister Honorable Kofi Adams call a parliament. Now parliament no ko ni na no. Papa no so ele before parliament. In fact, Bella on any cabinet and as a cabinet in so no a tanachi say on farmato parliamentarians anim na omonso nto to adwene na ehwe say betimi abeyambra na Ghana so etimi aboa ama yagudie no etimi akọ eyenkan a omo atuni din Sports Development Fund and then 3 days and sports minister and so call a parliament now okoye no brana all present here there no e dey chair parliamentarians no yenti honorable Kofi Adams sports and recreation minister na fe yemfa emedi enkomo no and so insurance of 4.5
the years this house challenges to deal with many issues that affects funding in our sports generally. We have had instances where the ministry I superintend over has been described as a football ministry because funding is mostly secured to support just football. When indeed, when we talk about sports, it goes beyond football. There have been many attempts to put together a funding system that will enable the ministry execute its program by bringing on board many more sporting disciplines and supporting them. Cabinet, in its wisdom, gave approval for this bill to be submitted to Parliament for Parliament to consider it so that for the first time the country will have a sports development fund. A fund that will draw from many sources as indicated in the bill that has been laid before this House, that when approved, we will not have the challenges of funding our sports, and sports will grow to bring about development and support other progressive activities that we do in this country. Mr. Speaker, with these short words, I believe that this will suffice the request of the Deputy Minority Whip and the rules of the House. Thank you.
Okay, and the Sports and Recreation Minister, Nhyira Kofi Adams, or call Parliament, you know, Ebra or de a young common airborne parliamentarians, you know, and Nayabubi at the Amamnami Chemua, me bonnet tofa. Minister say, Ono asoena odano as a minister no. In fact, challenge ba kupa. Aya Ghana ni bia nim sam and say Ghana ha no as a yen sports na ye no. Bibia ye football because sikasam no nhyada nkoyie. So enti as a kakra na be banana say the passion of the country na koye football nti no nye the real football. But at the sports there are other discipline or see a this can be nsu ko but sika no ema yie enti amayen sports no challenges no edoso enti de bia na asa ama so ye no aye football this time opese san narrative no yesesa no na enini timi ko ba bia obi enya bibi kakra ono nso betimi de develop ba bia ono nso ewo enti no cabinet etanachi omo se onfasa belly embra eye parliament ya tuni din sports development eye fan onfamra eye parliament na parliament nso nwendwene ho na se omo agitumu akwan a ye be fa so a baabi a betimi aboa me enye sika de awuram ewo yen sports no yetimi ahe na yetimi aye bibia enso eye kama asami ba ye in fact Ghana ni bia na ni sports ho de am say obose a obone sem say nyamianim sports minister ya de papa oni aben de bella omode akoto eye parliament say parliament nso no entrance na omo deliberate on it na afi yenhwe say ebetimi ababa yemra no yenhwe na afi yenkana entimi emeyemra na yen sports in general no yetimi enso ede ahyemkina ama bibia etimi akonkan ede ama ye Ghana agudie no eti at this point yabadwe ho onzo betimi do message number na yakenkan etimi ede amanza ya na no starting
yes
etiti hu bia and empesi ewuram
ewuram
na idin komuni
mame mo nkomo no sports fan we
okay
so offer on say you talk about every 4 years so offer the last 3 elections men koechire bebre offer the last 3 elections ayaya na offer both MPP and NDC manifesto san komo ya yedi ewum
obia manifesto no
obia promise. Now I will give you a little background be and also men koechire bebre say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama why president da
and second coming
yes and I was ababiem na minim say okay time obey president first time rich along the line now your president no or sending his signature to the current Sports Act war parliament. And I think Nkomoya AD will be around 2009. Yes, I think it's 2009 or 2019. Rich. On the Sports Act in the Bayern. Sometimes now the MPP was in opposition. I want to get the facts right for you.
Mekai
Senebea
Honorable Frida Prempeno.
Aye.
Yeah, mekai I'm sorry pa no say
good.
That no too shallow.
Good. So the Sports Act was 2016.
Okay.
And the President John Dramani Mahama is signed Sports Act. No credit nyamie Sports Act in the Bayern. Make a Sports Act make omo mutie no. Emrabutinia Parliament Edinesa Shasie Act 934 say sa emrawe ena ye de bogana ye sports ho bra enti yewura His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in 2016 edin signature shasie after Parliament share Sports Act in wie no say wagiatomu emra se say ye Ghana sports so nie in 2016. Now Rich, interestingly, sa 2016 na MPP na NDC na power and na MPP opposition. Na sa time no from Honorable Esiama ya ebra panyi honorable Kojo Bajman ye ma me Madam Frida Pempe make MPP for na no omuwo the parliamentary select committee was sports no so made a very genuine argument, very genuine, legitimate a name crown and that's what task say offer your sports act na Nhyira John Dramani Mahama adding his signature as here now and looking very good a document, but the only thing sad documents and a tackle and the administration of sports in Ghana. But the number one problem in our sports is financial funding. Sir Atino doesn't tackle it. And Rich, it is true. Minka said it was true. It is true even today. Into those days, the MPP in opposition said, sad document, a shallow, a more, and it doesn't understand the real problems of Ghana sports. Into the opinion of Ghanaians, in the last election, which was in 2018, Ghana for to Abamo, Ghana for to Abamo, or many swading for sports will be to introduce the sports fund that will tackle the issue now. Murezi say a sports act no doesn't tackle. Rich, you to Obama MPP in 2018. Only the good thing. Out of the 3 people Yamabo Mudin said they were leading the argument against the sports act no, in connection with the sports fund. No. Honorable Esiama was made the sports minister. Honorable Kojo Bajman was made the NSA boss. They were giving sports responsibility. Fast forward, May 2019, after MPP bar power 2018, May 2019, Honorable Esiama made the first step. Said Obetimi Edini Bosheso by bringing the sports fund. Unim de oye ote, I think was 13 or 16 framework committee. Na Magnus Resdan kwa kahon, Dr. KK Sapo kahon, Dr. Bani Ako kahon, top people. Top rich. Top people. And you put May 2019 oh. And you say the framework committee say omunko koma jinimom. Na omun put it together. E kwaya Bible faswa ye better footwo. Na ye dia bo sports on bra e Ghana. Rich, after that framework committee ye launching omuwe no. Me, I am able to give you facts about this topic. And they say, I have been a one-man campaigner and I follow every platform I MPP for them. Ubusa Omwa, it became political talk. Oh, they are working on it. Oh, they've submitted part of their report. Oh, it is in the pipeline. Oh, ye baby biafahon. Oh, ye be say. Rich. Omudi ye beye sa. Ebesi ene. The framework committee Honorable Esiama forme ye no. Ehun adwuma ana also mo ye. Say ye be wie final document no. Na se ne nei Honorable Kofi Adams e ka kire yen say watimi le bill no parliament no enka ye dia ko parliament no enuru wo da.
Asemu.
Entunim. Sa opposition and I will say ye nim sports problem na wo ba obe solve table ne 10 na MPP ba power na and this is opposition no and omuko gina baby na MPP for gina some years ago na no so boja say oh yes you ba opposition no we realize na mo kata mana opposition no kre the issue about your sports on air funding. And Mumubete committee no man for see yo. In the last NDC manifesto, they were also promising, say, okay, yeah, but this time around that.
The funding
the sports fund Now, Rich, let me digress a little bit. And the Biamika way. Look, this is a sports show. But Rich, sports development has always been in the bosom of politicians. And the ultimate sports development issue, over politics, a film. And you're only leading the way. They are the leaders of the country. Now, in digressing, say, Ayana, see it here, Kukren 2 minute morning shows near there. Yet, I say, MPP for the 2 months. And yes, your track record be of introducing the social interventions into school feeding, health insurance, capitation grants, a lot of them. Almost a social interventions are. Yeah, dear Bagana for the dancers say, yeah, we bring policies that help the people direct. Whether you are MPP or NDC, you benefit from it. But Rich, I think it's in that tangent, on that side tangent argument, one thing the NDC, meaning say if I invade your communication, said you, I almost enter me and find argument, pa. I say, Rich. Talking about funds, some parliament I could jatum say, yamma futubi emma industry be of your economy no. The best I have seen since I'm in fear has been the Get Fund. Sa fund na in loving memory of Professor Atamels. LED yama de buy no. Rich, wo, ye tiefo, ya hefo. Obia what me voice bia and can me say in the community of free there is no educational projects I actually funded by Get Fund since 2011. I think 2001. Since 2001. Professor Ivan Satamus LED said no. See education never tumpoa. Ye more special for Toby. For 26 go straight into investment into education. And then you conceive this idea no. Konebra they Get Fund by. Rich from educational infrastructure to scholarships to motivational schemes to proper investment into education. There is no community in Ghana I am benefiting from Get Fund. That is what the sports fund can do for sports. And the ambassador can say open bibi amero. And the idea dance here say you both for a certain sector of the economy and a buy an aye game changer mawa. Just use the Get Fund. Over the years, Buboso, the importance and the impact of our educational sector. No. Nekachi me say a baby to me a born home more day. Na or the sport development fund also bar. Na ye nyam for so free mwana. Medema no see. My argument has been very, very consistent. Sometimes I make up it sounds repetitive. Na a boring mommy. Rich. And Enra, I gave you an example. Today I will give you one unique example. Not my conclude. Obia Watsana Adwato Udru Abrepo Junction. Na Oduweni for said the Oko Adumenuna Prempe College Chiho. A crook a crack to be or a friend Adwato. Obia Rich Watsana Adwato. Odiafa say in the past 15 years, any story I'm barbecuing. Rich is a small community. Baby and a there was a fiebia upie free ye fiewa na osaneko asia ho kakra 1 2 3 building omo mo adu ato no nim from Alaji Banda fie no the other street no one that's the first building e wo rich your community ni mu ana omo asa fie na make carry omo dia no omo de abayo bi free cross bae zo wow kumani akofa obi free cross o ye de ne ba betina krum apparently say fie no nipa kona na ye ne dia na ye ma me bi wotena bo kirache ne fe nana sa me kwa wawu enti ofra bo kire bae no se ne be obenya akra bi obesoso ni mu ene ye de girl be free across the by rich girl ne buy near friend akua safo a rich obuy sebi antiboy obi o free across ya ba unse udru bantma sa cluster of schools now on Methodist Presby a whole be any day akua safo akoy rich akro free across ya ba bro for crowd school no de kwa wa bon ohun he. But on in Yamu, there were some times of free school bar. Now I saw cotton already, eh? Or quay double jack a crack. That's what you say. Or breath for fair class yaba. Rich, I say, a class of food through JSS 3. Now, or barbecue BC. Rich, the beer, na SS schools, no. I'm no school bus, I bet. Omufie anymore. Omo so ya hwe akuasafo and the guardians. Na wo reho headmistresses, headmasters, no mu review. It's me, I was curious. I'm say na akuasafo ade.
I know that's good to chase in sir.
Rich. Ti me dem asokotel no say share. Oko cluster of schools na omo ye district games na 100-200 meters.
Or the best show.
Me do nyame. Obient me no. Me bona bro food me bo people who know the story I'm talking about. But I want to be local with the story so that you understand. Rich. Yes Antoa. St. Louis. Kumasi girls. Munche. School bay Amas. Obia peku asafo. Rich Senkeba ni academics ah. There is no way Obetimako secondary school. But because of the talent in her, and the near America no, me say, and you will be say, this happened in my area. Schools were lining up, poaching a girl to come to their school. Who said, I'd want to bang Abrepo. And the girl was used to hearing Kumasi girls. So out of one sport for choice, no, so we make Kumasi girls. I just require a bang. I'd want to intimidate her. She chose Kumasi girls. The girl I'm talking about is Janet Amponsa.
Okay.
Omomutie bia enim who Janet Amponsa is. Rich. During the time LSS. Na achapa na Kumasi girls. They were not doing well with Super Zone as any Suzo. In the time. She rose the school and they won. She was unbeatable. 100-200 meters. 2 sports. Sprinting. After SS, she has scholarship to go to the US. The last time I'm in the she told me, oh, may I my masters LU.
Masters of US.
I'm telling you, Rich. I am the masters of US. Now, from that very, very humble poverty background, no, Rich, today, because of her, in a family and succumbium. Minimum story I'm making. There are other thousands and millions of Obia story out in the community. Kubolo guy be Akrabia no Obia fanning away. And they what changing the destiny of the community, the family, any new school ni baby or free because on the other say the Yankupon the Dianimu is not to become a lawyer. And yes, on my doctor, on my journalist, on my teacher, on the out of all the ministries, I work community on the park, and I say, I want to also so obey the chef free. Rich, the point I want to make and say, sports with the tendency to develop people, and with the tendency to change lives, and with the right investment in it. See it minya for Toby. The right investment, scholarships, infrastructure, events, programs, planning. Yeah, sports science, education, coaches education. Yeah, coaches conform impact. Yeah, athletic coaches. We will give them scholarship to go and learn more. Sano money, send your girlfriend. I am education, you know. Me bompaye and me catch here Honorable Kofi Adams. Look, if he is able to go through this, Nasa on Yadini Ding, et also say Nimre, any sports fan, may catch here the over 270 parliamentarians or more parliament and say at their time in parliament, if they are able to make sure say the sports fund act, may catch His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say why he will be remembered for, but for was sports if he is able to lead for the sports fund to come, send a neighbor Professor Evans Atamos Eddie in 2025 for bringing the get fund Rich, that legacy will never die. And Enkofor sports fund never faswa. Ebe you omu okumwa any osum faswa ebenyano. We will go back and mention their name. They should push on and bring us Sadiano. We are all waiting for it. Sure. The sources of funding into it. Yeah. How we beti and no man be betim da kokwam. We have a lot of brilliant ideas. Yes. We will support that conversation, with brilliant ideas. Okay. Yes, so we will come up with a normal bebria, the discussion in Parliament. Na omomanenya reality my rich. Okay. That's it. So na the Ghana Premier League Monday 14 games na Barcelona. But before made the fishes for this weekend mamono. Yentie we na fe yemfa in the Ghana Premier League and so ahunkomo. Asante Kotoko.
Sorry, it's Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Dreams FC. 3 cities to the form. 20 Ghana cities, 30 Ghana cities, and 70 Ghana cities for the VIP. Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Dreams FC.
Okay, teacher, I will come as a Baba Stadium, Kumasi Asante Kotoko Trefie at the Baba Stadium, and it dreamed before Nhyira. Pound out of Lance at Tifi, Emma Adriana Shoba Aristica. I find a mayati the reason why India or Kwan Adriana for Nakofana. It seems as a Adriana team no antidote to whatever problems be on war. Omutua Almighty. Pound out of Lance go to me Kabakwa. I mean, this is unless they be a follow Ghana Premier League, But you Hayford, and any team pound out of Lance, born from last year to this year, they so much pound out of but the Diana Coho, Ochoba Kabakomo, Antimi Auntie, and a house of folk, Evertona a Filigon, na amo and a Nations FC, and so to me, Abo, Senamadika cannot China games, Kotoko Dreams, Basek Holy Stars, Samatex. Young Apostles Karela, Chelsea Hoho United, Bechem 11 Wonders, and All Blacks and Vision FC. Ninano a games are about so Monday 14. Now, yenti reaction from the coaches and say from a year and the game about so House of Folk and the Nations FC. Didi Dramani is a pressure door penny so no. And just some talk yenti head of One Nations and Legon Stadium hono yente akwa afa so on ne mrante no prepare now the akobosa game no.
I think first of all is to see the cycling of the team, to see to it that we are refocusing and then we are resetting our mentality in terms of what is ahead of us. We are in a marathon competition, which means that every week is a new event, and so it is just to reset our mentality in terms of what is just in front of us.
Coach, what specific improvements are you expecting from the team in Saturday's performance, especially in key moments where we are currently struggling?
I think that areas where we faltered is very decisive moments where we need to make the right decisions in terms of a quality move, a quality pass, and then a better execution. And so these areas are areas that we keep emphasizing on, that we need to be very, very consistent in terms of how we need to do things and be more sustainable. And I believe that once we are able to keep those areas to grow into our game, I'm very positive that we should be able to turn our opportunities into chances and then chances into better outcomes.
Okay. And he did drama ahead of Nations FC and our Legon Stadium no and the Sankomu at the Atuga. First of all, Utie Didia or say on Obaje has an idea about Kupa. Say and only problem pa Hana. I mean, even at the training grounds, all try to solve that problem. The final decision, and I said decision a moment, you know. I say Sahas Sabon Bono, or more air transited from the back, a middle, now the final third or the boy Quaco Twatchen. A duo has a ranten or Malakini Makaka, and Amahas born on Muba, only to control games, you know. I'm going to be bobo ni but born in thought and no a problem kakra at the amount on in house team no enti o se anoni ade ba ko a on in mrante no and so me to solve ya o feel say bibia gina ye so betimi a share a nation service ne e wo e Legon Sports Stadium ho na didi dramani ewie ye no e na ye ko e coach come sit on so china on dream service e na ebo on so head of the game coach Karim Zito.
They know me, I know them. They know how I work, and I know how they work. But for now, it's my boy who has taken over. So it will be a nice game to be played because it seems like we know each other. But they coming here, we still stick by our objective of winning the games. This is how I will take it. We are going in to win because the last 4 matches of the first round to be ended. If you want to make any meaningful impact, let's be honest with ourselves. Then we have to start winning now because for about 4 games now, we are here to get a win, which is very bad for the club.
Okay, and I know a coach Karim Zito ahead of our name dreams FC no. I say said there will be anyone who dreams in a bar kotoko. And the dreams the a coach and our team omnus no Karim Zito. Obenim ne pa e dreams in pa no no so them dreams because and on so free banti e ye wu ni na me so nim no you see me I see you as they know me I know them enti I mean a big game a bad day pa e de ama e kuma say asante kotobobo ekuno but then I say I mean obi a follow kotobobi no the last 4 games na say niema enkoye emfama e kotoko na o say league no so no. Sir Opese will make impact in the league, especially so JDR. Home games we know, and so to me draw points and so now they are 2 years. Send a no better cushion now what league a day SC or Mona send or say anoni idea on any rantino Omuko game with a win mentality. Omuko some best dreams. Na Liga Kotodom and some person Mitimijeno so etimi Ajide SC Mona Sunti Yamiya Monday 14 games and a chance, you know, a Bradiana Cocha, a Lions, a Kabakwa, Omo Entimante, House of Folk Nations, and we net or China, Kotoko Dreams, Basakolista, Samatex, Young Apostles, Karila, Chelsea, Hoy, United, NFA, Bechem United, 11 Wonders, All Blacks, Vision, FC, and no a year, Monday 14. I am Bobo, so Kakrebi na Minyana. Mimi lines the matter for no so intimi MMB.
Yata can't say you are baby. You say Sikaya de ye. But and you be an Sika becanons out me the year de ye. There are sometimes Sikam put me by a case.
And a typical House of Hook fan Beccacher will say, Canena has in years, yes, he can say Minkuyi. Yenyesikania, Ubunisika, Abeso has it in him. Sabrina knows Elsenka has a result to me banner. In terms of infrastructure, yes, but on the pitch, result near Urban has in me.
Now, a Sikana made Diana Stars as a PJB.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, Sikana Baye, no. O shed your more a club now. And I reflect your parking also. They bought good players. Now Diana was very good squad. They've been able to convince Yenya Tapoku say, "Oh, Sikawa, you bet me to Yaoka. Stay with the club and be the club CEO." Or no, any management team in Penin for have been able to revisit the history of the club. And who say, in the golden ages of Ediana, there was a certain synergy in Kabumbi with the community and the club now. Nancy na era, but in Tokwame and Pompamu way, Yenny Sadi and Infrio. Yenny Timnich. See a bobo fear. Young governizing as many supporters a bit my governizing. And now my Yenya Tabago my introduce sir much week Ediana Bo Fieno. Rich throughout the week. Doman Potemo in Oman no Muslim Striska. Tomba shop almost you. We can hear both here. And young one a vessel of stadium. A fool for Baba, and you'll be an Uska. In the Kakabi, I bet me and Yama Biano. The number of take it, I will bet me at on top. Send a baby back gates that day, not only take it to bar. You bet me, man, take it through the room.
Aside Diana Benyes Cano, we can also create intimidating atmosphere. At the Amatim now, Obano. And a Bemia 3 points. On which this can we are. So, I this season. Rich. A Diana away game be their supporters there. ISS can be. The point I want to make is say, on and off the pitch, they are doing the right investments. Parking as well. This season, Rich, Adriana has become one of the most difficult teams to beat. So, Bufio away. Very
difficult. Born in Kutana, onim the ode. Born in Kutana, onim the oye. And to both with or without the ball, Adriana look a solid team. We are no fewer. Rich, this season, Ghana Premier League matches are watching you now. Have you seen anything as aggressive, as physical as Adriana? Not yet. Me young team be a physical. Or you aggressive and about with passion to say Diana Fono. Medium are good. They have good players. They play with skill, technique near the. But say any party Rich, no team beats Adriana. And unti say unim ne Adriana show bakwa. Rich because of sa aggressive pressing. Any passion on the bobono. Say omunya bibi to protect. So about fear, or show one goal. Now they have that one goal to protect her. Rich, I just agree that boom. And that is what's happened to Lions. And I mean, game, at the point I was telling myself, Coach Bashir for team. Because unim, Rich, Coach Bass from Kotoko to as good, ni baby, baby. They didn't even know any passing game. But and I saw game, Nibia. No, oh, boom, 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 do. And may I to say it was because of how aggressive na Adriana for the Ismailado mo enya space on the ball until they were ballooing it. And no balloon anochi bedumu ni ademorage ekwa ebeba. Until Adriana force Heart of Lions after Musho Mugono to play the game to suit them. And they were able to get out with a win. Now you see has problem of goal scoring, you know. Coach Dramani obeying inherit you. And you ne time in a who.
I watch it.
A problem of obeying inherit. Now, Rich, you must say who in the last 3-4 years, 3-4 years simple.
Achew. Some board time now.
Rich, may I be cancer be a until I made you know who ye know. Rich, after Mahatma O2, strike up Papa Benabas. The Fonishimwa. After the Don Mahatma, strike up Papa Biama has been moved. At least Kotoko can mention a Tuga, Albert Amwa within this Lancea Mukwela. Or like they can have relatively good names to mention. Which why not has Bobo Nudi? And to him in football, there are some situations you don't coach. You buy. Liverpool maybe a team. We're going through the same problem. Conceding goals. They were stubborn with it. They thought they could coach it. Until club buy out and forcing it to say, look, and your situation me and I bet my coach. Let's break the bank. Yanko Alessin Becker from Roma. Break goalkeeper's record. Yanko Sunderland. Yanko Southampton. Yanko to Van Dijk. Yanko breaking record. They purchase the quality into the team. Boom. At next Liverpool started to become contenders. So has a so many firepower. They should question their recruitment.
That's if you have some top striker.
Why not? The last time was Asamoah Gyan about how many seasons? 1 occur.
I do maybe ground supporters man and Kokra.
This time around, one by Frank Duku. How many goals in watch? I think 1.
Maulu, why you so man or Beshabaku be?
That's not consistency at the highest level. This is House of Folk. Even Hamza Issa. Rich, Semin Sona Menka. Hamza Issa seems to have played in the peak times our house. But he's supposed to be improving every season. Because under your Aras player. Now, Rich, you see, has Stephen OCCA. They've lost 2 games in a trot. True Life, Karela. Unfortunately for them, Omuna's game is against the system. My younger by now, but now I start to pick it. And Rich, you for be beyond to change. Quality for quality has some more nations. So. And we are talking about even nations FC. Prince Akwamuko, now few Muko. The midfield dynamo for nations last year. So Obama has now. But and they can bring in a team as a Park now will show me no difference. As was somebody poor rich. Almost I was somebody paying salary is some. That's how the game will. Look, sometimes it's an ultra script be our own. It's so. And you be now to coach Karim Zito. EFA Cup in the film. In the league, so what you do say no man go in. Sure. Why never for him to redeem himself? So the only no
dreams.
And the acquire say what drew a crowd so rich. Now when you are on tonto, why all who in so come do? Who are rich? I drew time out Bible because I have heard from some quarters say, quarter company fire meetings and they've given Coach Karim Zito some matches to improve. And yes, sir. Nesak will be a discussion on the table. Rich, all our copy of Krobiswa is coming or you. I feel autonenia, no woman. So one Jimmy Amu. And you've been able to Karim Zito. He's all over the place looking for Tim Ben Beba Masano to settle the nest. In comes dreams. Tim that he built on his own. He has been part of the dreams journey. And yes, okay. When they are familiar foe, you are struggling. Then they bring themselves and they say, oh, Momo de minimo. Momo mi akonya na me fa mum peja. That is how the script is being written. So when you take advantage there, any on rich.
So my be lines is 3220 83581 83582 83583. Obetimi afrena wa chewadwen ba before obabano. Yenu apia kubi. We are some hosts. I say or self-contained and chimben hall. Self-contained our bomb so Kentin Krono Odium Angoma so Stadium ofori krom pamcho so ye fiera na a 2-bedroom self-contained ana cheme hall self-container pamcho our bomb so Kentin Krono Odium Angoma so Stadium na ofori krom na wafre number na oni na nkasa edin komo 0244 588-235 0244-588-235 na money no any who and come first caller. Hello.
Hello.
Ebony.
Hello, Charlie.
Yeah.
But that's super bread.
And then there's a rose some mama.
Oh, and then I was some and then no a movement moving the nation. You are. Yakobama Odobu ni adini kuna.
Nana Odobu you feelings are.
Eh bla. Bla ma menka someone chira wo se o yire anase so nya nwale ya so wan hia Odobu ni suba mpacho e be ja wale.
Ati.
Bapani me anya asa
Matekasa yen this was unkobo.
Enti ma mpe na asem no.
Mate.
The suba ye no so wi azi o. Tell this what you are the system. Yes. So I'm going to tell my police station that you are bringing the gas in the Papa and 10 years for I go to be the Dibunama and one when you hold on and crack on it and I'm hold on and be a come. Here be a child. I mean, the mom say and then we know me and say 315 Barcelona, you know. The your bomb say and no man never to knock on Kana, yet in near 3 points, Emma Basuna, yet when we actually leg at the and when I day. I can't come in here.
Ela so obusu asem.
Aso dai.
Boss.
Na bibia aboko de.
Nyame adawro ma openi number jana se.
Oh nyame adome ho ye pa. Na me be se be busa na se wo ba radio so a. Onka has asem. Waja has na.
Oh na se mama ni masem. Makana da aka.
Ah, usu waja has.
Oh, now let's do this. And I say, I see you, man. I'm telling you, me that one.
I didn't do a has. Are they?
Oh, has nine Casami Jai or a coach, you answer where Papa will be.
I Watarana.
I say, you're both first one now, you're both second one and me die. Now, so if you comes in our team, more kind of than Academa players. One more dark academic players.
Bye bye. Hello, Nafkala.
Richardo.
Yes, sir.
Anna is school.
It's Anna.
Yeah, so we team that. The band was a new. Now, the can say, and then let's see before the time which somebody at last year, I'm going for someone new. The guy, Robert Samson. Panya Surale them at the next one. Now the Kens and the so cheap Papa back after the Gunners. Also, I believe we are getting far lunch in there. The boy will against Moose. When they say one was only two, it will to Piasso. This is a good break. Now everything was more than the most solid. Now perform they find them into no question my wife.
That's it. That's it. I'm fine. Hello,
Richard.
Yes, sir.
I like
That's it.
Richard, your family is sharp. I shall. Half my work job modern born bottom or one page of the because the NPF that we are seeing that time leaking and that where I do. The rest of my media, basically, I don't want now. I look on. I mean, what very woman of this number because I was not paying to media, which I don't care for me or a better matter because if you can't to please the number of mountains. That's it.
That's it. I'm fine. Hello.
Richardo.
Cordoniana.
Open me.
Yeah.
Member MVP Media Patrons. Adaruma, I mean, Dr. Baunia. Richardo. Yamia Duma Ochina. Coesito. And go to the form. And said that I am Ochina Martin. Yeah. Dream says you come in so draw and lose not also. Win come at yes, sir. Kodogo players. Yes, Ramo. Asramo is my my said the idea Kuroma Yantimin because I am ready. They are losing Naja. Don't be some Kuroma on my Ricardo. Pablo,
that's it. That's a power. You both watch and finance call. Hello. Hello. Next caller. Hello.
I did not think come as a fear who are you.
Emos.
It's just like for the effort about the papa, Papa and Jamal. And some papa. We have a folk, the way I'm going to say Chiromono, what the course of your quiet, and then I can't carry my let's just a house of Muslim here. What's your copy of commercial professor as Antoko supporters? Triadia, let's celebrate the Bocobiano. Let's touch him, let them come come and say Cotocosidia, we give the idea, no.
Okay, Yemfa next caller na Yentoso. Hello.
Rich.
Yes, sir.
My mama moved Juma.
Juma Dasi.
I'm patching me down the jaw. You don't do a hand for me. In season where there, I made a some hamil because I'm a day after a user do so. Has to go. Almost now. I know there's a bit much. I am man, Yana, oh, has a bit much. I am para. So, Tamade on tell me so, my you said, my wife.
That's
Rich, Yakupon come. I'm telling now, Jambo, money. I am cared.
That's it. That's a power. Hello.
Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
What channel plan?
Mejoso.
We need to express and Mutua, a cockra, look at say. Yangutu South, it is not a certain but you tell me that not that far Makotos in. Settling now, we are Kupon count, no more Obama. The crime can say, you must say, the young would be, has to foot, seem to say how to speak. Now, between me and any play the car, and control for almost going to know that you let me hear now, no one. The thing book for not 3 months in the car. The pay along what they pay me, bring up, and they could not come or Bobo. To be an illegal plan, yes, simply for only to one among the players are coming to home. You need to go to Madma. Now, I want to because you feel Maka. I don't know about the car. You get what Ghana. The baby will be Manisika. On your Jano, 1 year. Kotoko, so you just supported. They can your bottom one from National.
That's a power. And for last caller. Now, you wrap it up. I will show you. So, hello.
Richard.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me, yes, it's a Nemum, the American Papa, you know, when it's a who. Yes, sir, now, yeah, what is one? Yeah, pretty papa, yes, home. Or Mamma, Sakramay. Bye bye.
Okay, Yadamasian Famo, Consulency, T. Low, Fatilo, and saying, I'm not doing now, so I do me be fine. Oh, child, could do for you. At the Lumba. DL. I'm sorry, that once in the power. Sorry, Daddy. The year Mubusan question the year, no say. One more than come up, place. As it did my one dying come on there. Elboni. Richardo, and now Abna a birthday, Abnate, Atonsu Esla on Abnate, and they observed the Nian Quassorio. Boku Central Pentecost. Happy birthday to Abna. Nagupo insure no cost one on your case. Don't sabi sumbia. Erade Emmanuel Kama Emfa Emma International Abna GH. Na Richardo Juliet Tanga said in Juliet or Taffy show is we. Julie. Was it in the shop on Bio Biomono Namwa? Na. Mamma, ne shop and Juric no right. Juric cafeteria. Yeah, Juric cafeteria. Oh, be anyway. Oh, I asked for I'm there and about to. Okay. Side as I call. As I call. Because also almost say more dimit pioneer dena. Obia monita show no. I see. Obia say kumoku ha.
ɛwɔ hɔ no ntini champion Julie Juliet me enchao
okay
on fe show ni agro
sure Julie on fa show ni agro kra
amede on about why for no na boys in the girls no
what they say me area
what dey mu dey ni mu
what dey medium pa why for na I see
Julian channel
e be ko
why come up
cafeteria o ni akọ dey o so na ago di no go bi my original
DJ go afet
on go bi o
because on baby e ko di di am ye ko di di na ma frɛ Mike say empo
baga yeko you know
adwane e ko no fatire ko mi mo sa frɛ Mike say adwane be sa
okay yen wrap up I was show no so say mpamcho so dem ka kire mo no yedwuma ni ba ko e pe dan na a dan also a 2-bedroom self-contained and a chamber and half self-contained. Baby a open no a bomso kentin chrono odium. Aumaso stadium and na oferi room. Mesan SCC area no to be in bomso kentin chrono odium. Aumaso stadium and na oferi room. We fira na o 2-bedroom self-contained and a chamber and half self-container. Na wafre eye yedwuma ni mpamcho ye yedwuma nche fm ya na ono nso aba behwese nani eje ho a mepacho number ni 0244 588 235 0244 588 235 agent for no na imame nanti fi
nanti na ko
is it maybe agent me go for the room agent I mean I was very specific damn it and you're koi there was this building nice one agent ya were very good or to me casa I feel near say if you're chairman na as you say na what me go so there 2000 of the day was there 2000 tilo dey no se no nya pania
dem you bet sit on
that dey yakob
yes mama nan chefi
if you also me man nan chefi nam say jani na ajuso ogun wa edawi enti esem pamcha owo eye edan 2-bedroom self-contained or ye adwuma nkyerɛ fam ya and ho jonso kama oye obi a we din ho jo kama ade ba ko pe na ontimi take box no but ene de nuguso ne kasa wa shem bozo
ni pe bia ni wo perfect
enti momo na bomso kentin kono odium Angumaso stadium of Ericrom yenya baby ma yenuan infinity and to anyesa obeda bonten
we tell you say you know
antino
and mamencha Annabella.
Okay.
Annabella so ato so slide.
All right.
Annabella nails and makeup or slide kwana so. And so 24/7 for chef from Diagro.
Okay.
Ntino an akupon show mama.
Ase for the man no abin ha news ye. Enti I was say about bonum kakra so ho. Ni na de koda de lumba de e na no pa na meka no. Kofi. Lumba ho. E ya brofo 90 kasa.